Hi everyone, and welcome back to Peace 30-Day Yoga Journey. Today is day 16, and it's all about connection. So I'd like to share a quote from Van Gogh about connection. In nature, we never see anything isolated, but everything in connection with something else, which is before it, beside it, under it, and over it. So it's pretty amazing when you think about it. Like, think about anything in our body. There's always something next to an organ, or even our arms. We have our body next to our arms on the inside, and the rest of the world next to our arms on the outside. Where our feet are connected to the ground when we're standing. Our sit bones are connected to the ground when we're sitting. And yet, like, our head, the crown of our head is kind of connected up to the sky, up to the universe. And it's the connections that bring a sense of power, a sense of unity, a sense of really, like when you feel connected, you feel like you belong. And it's a very nurturing feeling. So since yoga is really a metaphor for life, we're going to play with connections between poses, connections with our breath, connections with the ground, connection with the expansiveness outside of us, the mind, heart, gut connection, all these connections that create a sense of wholeness and a sense of freedom and a sense of, like I was saying, belonging, like we're part of something not only that's unique to ourselves, but something that's way bigger and mysterious. So let's start by closing our eyes and focus inward on your breath. Feel the connection of the inhale, the breath coming in, with how your ribs expand, the lungs expand, you get bigger inside. And the connection with the exhale, when everything kind of gets more grounded, more of a downward movement, more of an inward movement. And see if you can really connect with the breath and the movement that's happening, even when we're just sitting and breathing. See if you can connect with the power of the breath, even when it's soft and yielding. See if you can feel the connection of movement within the stillness, and with stillness within the movement. Good. Open your eyes and let's come into a squat. So bring your arms forward and just feel the connection of your feet into the ground, your feet into the earth. And then let your back round. So let your head hang, let your back be round and full. And placing your fingertips on the floor, lift your hips up and lift your tailbone up, lift your head up, arch your spine. On your exhale, lower down and let the spine round. Notice how the feeling in your feet might change a little bit as you go from like a standing forward fold into a squat. We'll just go back and forth a couple more times. Next time you're in your standing forward fold, we're going to heel toe our feet out to the side and feel how the connection of the foot spinning into the earth. Now press down through the mound of the big toe and all the way across the metatarsals into the mound of the pinky toe, and press down into the top of the big toe, like the tip of the big toe, right near the top of your toe. And notice what happens when you press down into those areas. And then see if you can bring your attention to your heel, the center of your heel, and feel that pressing down also. So now we're just going to play with like pivoting our feet. So walk your hands over to the right, pivot your right foot forward, and lift your back heel up. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Oh, open up through your heart. Then lower your hands back down. Pivot your feet facing the side of the mat And keep going all the way forward and pivoting the left foot toward the back of the mat, lifting the right heel up. And come on up, crescent lunge. Feel the connection of your inner thighs, almost like they're being magnetized together to give you strength and power. And lower your hands down, and let's do that again. So pivot your feet, pivoting the right foot forward, the left foot forward with the left heel up, rise up, crescent lunge. And lower your hands down, pivot your feet again, walking your hands toward the back of the mat. Lift your right heel up, press into the left foot, and lift up through your heart. Nice. Lower all the way back down. And we're going to pivot all the way, facing the front of the mat. Step your left foot forward. Lower your hips to the floor. And then maybe send your hips back a little bit. We're going to roll down onto our backs. So curl your tailbone. Round your spine. Hug into your midline and slowly lower down. And hug your knees into your chest. And just take a moment to rock from side to side. And place your feet down. We're coming into bridge pose. So place your feet down and first connect the energy of your feet into the ground. So you feel very grounded and connected. And see if you can feel your whole back connecting into the earth as well. Even the back of your hands, feel that connection. Now lift and spread all your toes. And then keep the spreading of the toes, the energy in your feet as you lower down. Press into the big toe mound like we did originally, and into the base of all the toes, the metatarsals, the metatarsal heads. And then press into your feet. Let your hips rise up. Squeeze your legs like they are attracted to each other. And then from the upper back, melt down into the middle back, the low back, keeping the hips lifted as long as you can, and then slowly let the hips melt down. And relax. So we're going to do 2 more of those, and there's an option to lift one leg up in the air. So if you want to lift one leg up in the air, start with your right leg lifted, then press into your left foot. See if you can lift both hips evenly. And then slowly lower down, keeping your foot lifted. Lower your right foot down, reach your left leg up. So again, press into the earth, lift up through your hips. So you're connecting your shoulders, your foot to the ground, your right foot to the ground, but the left side is connecting up toward the sky. And slowly lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll do a little rocking on our spine. So think of keeping your back rounded, your chin tucked. And then see if you can find a balance here. We're going to come into Navasana boat pose. So you can start with your legs bent and think of opening up between your shoulders, lifting up through your chest, squeezing your legs in towards each other. And you can keep your hands where they are. You could bring your hands behind you. You could straighten your arms and you could straighten your legs. You could reach your arms up. Keep hugging your legs towards each other and lifting up from your tailbone all the way up through your fingertips. And then slowly extend your legs forward as you reach down. Coming back onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to come to standing. So you are welcome to use your hands, or maybe you can use momentum and rock all the way up. So we'll just get a little momentum going, rocking forward and back. And then a big rock forward, using your momentum, coming into a standing forward fold. Just kind of wiggle your hips from side to side and find that connection of your foot into the earth. Connecting from the big toe mound all the way through to the pinky toe mound, and like the front of your toes, like on the back of your toes, but towards the top of your toes. So that's almost like it's a little tripod in itself. And then also connect into the center of your heel. Press down into the earth, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. And then on your exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down, step back into your plank. Lower your knees, walk your hands back, coming into tabletop. Now we're going to play with different places in our spine, but feeling the connection even as we try and not isolate, but just focus on one place at a time. So let's start with lumbar spine and just bring little pelvic tilts back and forth. So it's not a big movement because everything is connected, and if we made a bigger movement, then we couldn't really hold like our thoracic spine very still, or even our cervical spine. So just nice, easy movement. Good. Then grip your, focus on gripping the mat with your hands so you feel a connection from the earth being pulled all the way up into your shoulders. And now we're just going to see if we can play with the thoracic spine, so where the ribs are attached. So you're kind of puffing up in the back and lowering in the front. Try not to bring too much movement into your lumbar spine, the low back, or into the neck or the shoulders. Good. Now come back to neutral, and we're going to just circle the shoulders. So circle them forward, up, back, and down. Keeping that connection with the hands into the earth. And reverse the circles. Good. Now come back to neutral, and we'll just lift and lower the head, working on the cervical spine. Now let's put it all together for our cat-cows. So inhale, lift the tailbone up, lower the lower ribs down, send the chest forward, lifting the chin up. And you can even externally, isometrically externally rotate your shoulders, your hands. And then on your exhale, round the spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And just go back and forth, feeling the connection of the whole spine and how it brings this beautiful full movement into your whole body. Nice. Now lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. And inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, glide back to down dog. Inhale forward, exhale back, and feel the connection of your whole spine moving. Next time when we come forward, we're going to go all the way into upward facing dog. So come forward, lower your thighs toward the ground, but keep them lifted. Open up across the shoulders, press into your feet, press into your hands, lift up through your heart. And then lift up through your back, rounding the spine first, and then arching back into down dog. And just do that on your own a couple more times. Just focusing on the connection and the movement and this feeling of grace and strength and balance. Feel the breath leading the way. Good, one more. And come forward to plank. Upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up. On your exhale, connect your knee to your chest and step your foot all the way forward. Keep the back heel lifted, rise up, crescent lunge. Open up. And feel that pull of gravity drawing you down, and the lift of the sky, the air, the galaxies lifting you up. Now from here, we're going to pivot on the back foot, open up, coming into Warrior Two, and feel free to adjust your feet. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Come back through Warrior Two. Then we're going to swing the back arm forward as we lift the back heel up, coming back into crescent lunge. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, connect your knee to your chest. Keep your knee lifting as you step your foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Feeling that strong sense of being grounded and connected to the earth, lift your heart toward the sky. Then rotate the back foot open, send the arms open, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Come back through warrior two, swing the back arm forward as you pivot the back heel up, coming into crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, lower your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. So we're going to add on to that sequence. As you inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step your foot all the way forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Take a breath here and just kind of settle into the pose. Then open up, warrior two. Connect deeply into the earth. Connect with your feet, your hips, your shoulders, your arms, your gaze. And reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Now this time we're going to keep our hands, our fingers reaching back and just pivot the feet underneath us, coming into extended side angle. The nice big sweeping movements. And reach up and back, reverse your warrior again. And we'll do the same thing. We're just going to pivot the back foot, lifting the toes up, and pivot the front foot forward, coming into side angle. And then we'll lift the back heel up, crescent lunge, and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And then just pivot the feet. You can do 1 foot at a time, coming into side angle. And big circles, sweeping circles of the arms. And then reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And again, pivot the feet, coming into side angle. Lift the back heel up, crescent lunge. And back to downward facing dog. Adding on again. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Take a full breath here. Open up, warrior two. So this time reverse your warrior. This time when we pivot, we're going to come all the way through to crescent lunge. So pivot your back foot, pivot the front foot, and then keep spinning the back heel up, crescent lunge. Lower your hands down, step up into standing splits. Reach your top leg back, rising up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. And then we'll pivot our feet, coming all the way forward into crescent lunge. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Take a breath here. Open up, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Keep reaching back as you pivot your feet. Coming forward, all the way forward into crescent lunge. Lower your hands down. Reach the Left leg up, standing splits. And step it back, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Then pivot on your feet, coming all the way forward into crescent lunge again. And back to downward facing dog. Okay, so we're gonna add on a few more things, and we're gonna do this next sequence 3 times. So if this is your first time watching this video, you might want to watch the first one and then join in for the next 2. It's up to you. Starting in downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, hug your knee into your chest, step your foot all the way forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Take a breath here. And then open up, warrior two. Extend out through your fingertips. Reach back, reverse your warrior. And then we're gonna pivot our feet all the way forward, coming into crescent lunge. Reach your arms forward and down, coming into standing splits. Reach the right leg up. Bow over your left leg. And bend both knees. Bring your right knee behind you. Sit back into your heels and twist to your left. Then swing the left leg all the way up and forward, bowing over your front leg. Sweep your right arm back, lift the hips up, stretch your leg forward, your right leg out to the side, and bring your left hand down, pull your right knee across, coming into pigeon prep. Press down through your hands, lift all the way up and back into down dog splits. And step your foot forward, coming into crescent lunge, rise up. Open up, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Then pivot your feet forward, coming into crescent lunge. And reach forward, standing splits. Bend your back knee, bring your back leg down, sit down between your legs and twist to your left. Then pick the left leg up, straighten it out, reach it out, bow over your leg. Sweep the right arm up and behind you, reach up, stretching your right leg out to the side. And bring your top hand down, pick your right knee up, step it back into pigeon prep. Good. And back to downward facing dog. So we'll do a couple more rounds of this, just like building familiarity, building like a feeling of grace and ease, and just having fun with this kind of a twisty roundabout sequence. So everyone can join now. We watched a couple of times. So inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Take a breath here. So you can feel the fullness of this pose, the fullness of the connection of your legs towards each other, your arms towards each other, your heart toward the sky, your feet into the earth. Then open up, warrior two. Get grounded here. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And then we'll pivot our feet all the way towards the back of the mat, lifting the back heel up, crescent lunge. Stretch your arms forward, lower your fingers to the floor. Come on up, standing splits. And bend your knee, cross your right knee behind your left ankle, and come on into a seated twist. And from here, straighten your left leg, swing it off to the front, and bow over your leg. And sweep your arm up and back, lift your hips up, stretch your right leg off to the side, open up. Bring your top hand down, left and right knee out to the side for pigeon prep. And then back to down dog splits. Inhale the right leg forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. And then pivot on your feet, coming into crescent lunge. Arms lifted, chest high. Reach forward, lower your hands down, step into your standing splits. And bend your right knee, bring it behind the left. Sit down in between your feet and twist to your left. And your next inhale, reach the left leg up and back and bow over your left leg. And sweep your arm up and over, lifting your hips up, stretching your right leg over to the left. Bring your right hand down, pull your right knee up, stepping into pigeon prep. Open up. And back to down dog splits. Lower your leg down. So now we'll start leading with the left leg. Same sequence. So inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Feel that connection into the earth, connection like your whole body connection, so that every part of your body is charged up and relaxed and finding a sense of balance. And reach back, reverse your warrior. Pivot on your feet, coming all the way forward into crescent lunge. Reach your arms forward and down, lift the left leg up, standing splits. Bend your knees and bring your left leg down, twisting to the right. Rise up here. And lift the right foot up, swing it out to the front, reaching over, bowing over the right leg. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and back, lift your hips up, stretch your left leg forward. And then bring your right hand down, left knee out to the side for pigeon prep. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee up, stretch back into down dog splits. And step it all the way forward, coming into crescent lunge, rise up. Take a breath here and pause. So without connection, we're really kind of lost. So if we weren't connecting our legs toward each other, our feet into the ground, our heart up toward the sky, we would just kind of be all like out of balance. So it's that connection that gives us strength and power. So open up, warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Pivot your feet, coming into crescent lunge. Step forward, standing splits. Bend your left knee, lower it to the outside of your right heel. Sink down in between your heels and twist to your right. Pick your right leg up, bring it over, bow over the right leg. Swing your left arm up and over and back. Lift your hips up, stretch your left leg out to the side. And you can bring your hands down, bring your left knee across, coming into pigeon prep. And back to down dog splits. Back to downward facing dog. So we'll do that again, both sides leading, so a couple more rounds. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Reach up and back, reverse your warrior. And then we're going to pivot on our feet. So we're coming into crescent lunge, facing the back of the mat. Open up. Reach forward, lower your hands down. Reach the right leg up, standing splits. Bend both knees, bring your right knee behind your left ankle and twist to your left. Pick your left leg up, bring it forward, and bow over your left leg. Sweep your right arm up and back. Lift your hips up. Stretch your right leg out to the left. And bring your left hand down. Pull the right knee out to the side. Pigeon prep. Open up. Maybe you feel like as we continue this same sequence of movements that your body's opening up a little bit more or feels a little more stable, a little more connected. Press into your hands. Sweep your right leg up and step it forward again. Crescent lunge, rise up. Open up across your heart. Then pivot the back foot open, coming into warrior two. Reach back, reverse your warrior. Pivot on your feet, coming back into crescent lunge, facing the front of your mat. And reach forward and down, standing splits. Bend the back knee. Bring your knee to the outside of your left ankle and twist to your left. Pick the left leg up, swing it over to the side, bowing over your leg. Sweep the right arm up and back. Lift your hips up. Stretch your right leg out to the left. Then bring your hand down. Pull your right knee across. Stretch out through the back leg, pigeon. And back to down dog splits. Lower your right leg down. Leading with the left leg. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two, connect the movements. Inhale, move with your breath, reach back. And pivot your back foot and then the front foot and then the back foot again, lifting up, crescent lunge. Reach forward, raising the left leg up, standing splits. Reach high. And bending your knee, bring your knee off to the side and twist to your right. Pick your right leg up, swing it out to the side and bow over your leg. And sweep your left arm up and back, lift your hips up. Stretch your left leg cross to the right. And you can bring your hand down, pick the left knee up, swing it out to the left, pigeon prep. And step back, down dog splits, left leg lifting. Step the left leg forward, coming into crescent lunge, rise up. Open up, warrior two. Connect the energy from your feet into the ground, from your chest and head up toward the sky, from your arms reaching out side to side. Reach back, reverse your warrior. And pivot your feet, coming back into crescent lunge. Reach your hands down and forward, standing splits, reaching the left leg up toward the sky. And bend your knee, bring your knee to the outside of your right ankle, sit down between your feet and twist to your right. And pick your right leg up, swing it behind you, bow over your right leg. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg up, reach your hips up, extend your left leg out to the right. And you can bring your right hand down, pick the left knee up, bring it out to the left, slide your right leg back, pigeon prep. And step back, down dog splits. Lower your left leg down. Lower your knees to the floor. Sit back into child's pose. Inhale, round forward to cat. Exhale, back to child's. Inhale, forward to cat. Exhale, back to child's. One more time. Inhale, forward to cat. Exhale, back to child's. And rest here for a few breaths. And press into your hands, lift your heels up, tuck your toes, stretch back into down dog. Hop or step forward. And come on into a squat. Lower your hips down. First, let your back round like we did in the beginning. And then pull the elbows back, lift your heart. Maybe even come into a little bit of an arch. And then round. Reaching your hands forward. And inhale, lift up. One more time, round forward. Inhale, lift up. Lower your hips to the ground. Reach your legs forward, and we're going to try and slowly lower down like we did earlier from Navasana. So you can straighten your legs, slowly lower down. And when your shoulders touch the ground, hug your knees into your chest. And we'll just rest here in this easy pose, hugging your knees into your chest. Feel the connection of your thighs to the front ribs. And now widen the knees apart, feeling the connection of the inner thighs to the outer ribs. Bring your arms in between your legs. Grab onto your feet or your ankles or even your calves, or even the back of your legs. And then lift your feet up toward the sky. Happy baby. See if you can connect your whole spine. Well, not the cervical spine, but let's say from your spine, from your shoulders down to your waist, into the earth. Gently rock from side to side. Good. Come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Interlace your fingers on the outside of your feet and open your knees wide. Reach them away from your shoulders so you feel a nice stretch. Then bring your legs together. Squeeze your legs together. Straighten your legs as much as you can. And gently draw your legs towards your chest. Maybe even coming into a little plow pose if that's in your practice. And then we'll slowly lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. And slowly lower your legs all the way to the ground. Keep hugging your legs towards each other, feeling that connection. And then you'll start to feel the pull of gravity more and more. So you have to engage in your core more and more the closer your legs get to the floor, to keep them from just dropping down. So we want to lower down very mindfully, trying to keep the low back as flat as possible. And when your heels softly touch the ground, let everything relax. And make any little adjustments that you need so that you can be very comfortable in your Savasana. I'm just going to join you for a short Savasana, but you're welcome to stay longer. So focus on your breath, your exhales, the practice of letting go. And letting go doesn't mean that you lose connection. It means that you let go of effort and trying and anything that is going to prevent you from being super relaxed. And feel the breath draw gently in and out through your nose. As your back completely relaxes into the ground. You can begin to gently turn your head slowly from side to side if you want, or if you want to do a longer Savasana, you can do this later on, or you could do it now and then settle back into the stillness of your Savasana. Then start to reach your arms over your head and stretch out through your fingers and toes. And just slowly and gently make your way up to a comfortable seat. Please bring your hands together in front of your heart. And feel the connection of your right hand into your left hand, and your left hand into your right hand. So it feels like they melt together. Breathing in, I calm body and mind. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know that this is the only moment. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today about connection. And I hope that you feel that sense of connection and wholeness inside of you, connecting to the outer world as well as to your inner world. I would love it if you would leave a comment below, tell your friends, and see you tomorrow for day 17, mindfulness. Bye for now.